in my life was I was always on a pursuit to do more, to do better, and to find something that made me happy. So I said, okay, what does happiness look like to me? And I broke that down into 3 things for a career. So in finding my career, I said, okay, I need to be hardworking, I need to have good money, I need to like what I do, I have to enjoy what I do. So through my story, I figured hardworking. So going back, I was working all kinds of labor jobs, all kinds of construction jobs, and I would work on a construction site from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., go home, change, and go work at the restaurant from 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. And I would do that for years on end. So I'm like, okay, I got this hardworking recipe. And I'm like, okay, that I've got. And then I'm working on the construction site one day, minus 20 degrees out. I'm carrying this huge, picture like a fire hose, water pump, lugging it across the site. And I go and I step into what should have been a frozen puddle. It wasn't. My foot was soaking wet, and that's when it hit me. That's when I realized hard work alone was not enough. I put in all the hard work, I put in all the hours, but that was not the key to happiness in the career. So then I said, okay, there's somebody up in a fancy office, in a warm, cozy office, making quadruple the amount of money I am. Maybe it's money that I should be after. So in order to find the money, I said, okay, let's go back to school. So going back to school, I had the grateful opportunity to go to both college and university because I worked so hard, I was able to pay for it myself. And through college and university, I still had no clue what I wanted to do. I was left with this emptiness, this loneliness, and this unsurety about myself of what the heck I should be doing. Because everybody is always asked, what are you going to do with your life when you grow up? Who are you going to be? And at the age of 18, 19, how is one supposed to know? So I even remember this, enrolling in university, sitting down with the registrar's office. He's like, okay, here's your course book. Pick all your courses. It took me 3 hours to choose 4 courses in university, just because I was open to something. I knew I wanted to do something else. I just didn't know what. I said, yeah, I could do this. Oh, I could do that. I could do that. Yeah, let's do this. And I just was open to everything. So through university and through college, I had the recipe of happiness for hardworking. Great. I had the recipe of the education, being open-minded, which helped lead me to the money. Because through university, I found my first business venture. I was trained by an entrepreneurial group that allowed me to run my own franchise business, running a window cleaning business. So I did that for 4 years. It was absolutely phenomenal, had a great impact on my life. But I realized I had the hard work, I had the money, because at that young age I was making a decent income, but for some reason it still felt like something was missing. And I couldn't figure it out. And this happiness, the pursuit of happiness, I just kept looking and I tried figuring it out. It just kept eluding me. And I was frustrated. And there was just so many things that I could have went, so many directions I could have gone, but I just didn't know where to turn. So the exciting part about the story, so I had the hard work, I had the happiness, I had the money, and then it's like, okay, I need to find out what it is that I want to do. So I really took in and I did the internal work. This is when I really got into personal development, when I really got into the internal inside me and the self-discovery to find out, why can I not really be happy? Why can I not find this happiness? So I have the hard work, I have the money, something else was missing. So, and then I read a book and it hit me. It said, happiness will always continue to elude you because happiness is an emotion. Happiness is an emotional state. It is fleeting like the wind. I'm like, hold on. I've been doing and trying to chase this happiness for the latter part of my 20s, and it just kept eluding me. And it just wasn't what I was going after. So the outcome I was going after wasn't really what I should have been going after. It then said, happiness is more about yourself, your money, your goals, your hard work. The important thing is meaning. The purposeful meaning you put behind it. Something that attracts you bigger than yourself. Something that is outside of you. Something you can give back to your community. So I found out this huge revelation, and that's when I proclaimed happiness sucks. Because it had eluded me this whole time. And when I came to the realization that it's all about meaning and finding that personal meaning in your life, I looked at life with an entire new lens. So with that new lens, I graduated college and university, and now I was out to seek and define and dig deeper into my meaning in my life. So, funny enough, because I was open to it, somebody called me on the phone and said, hey, you're open to another opportunity. It was offering me a job, and turns out it's a recruiter. So I'm like, okay. I go in an interview, I say, yeah, I'll talk to you about it. It was, lo and behold, I sat down with them and said, we're looking for a recruiter like yourself. Would you consider it? I said, what's a recruiter? No clue what it is. There's no course on it. And she explained, and it's crazy how the world works and the universe works. She says, we help give people meaning in their life. And the light bulbs went off, and I said, let's do it. I'm all in. So at the time, I had a salaried job, and I had an amazing girlfriend. I went and had to go tell her, honey, we're going to go jump into the recruiting industry. I'm going to leave my salary job and do recruiting. And oh, by the way, it's 100% commission. So because she saw my conviction, she saw my passion in the industry, she said, yes, go for it. She was amazing, she was supportive, and she said, James, you do what you have to do. Because she knew I'd been on this relentless hunt to find meaning and purpose in my life. So fast forward 7 months into this industry I had nothing about, I shattered the company record. I made $0. Here's the punchline. I made $0 in 7 months. So like, this something's not adding up. This is supposed to be my calling. This is supposed to be my passion. And after the 7 months, literally $60,000+ in debt, living on credit cards. I remember terrified going to the gas station to fill up my car, to seeing that display saying declined. Like my heart would instantly race as soon as I hand over that card. I didn't know if it was going to go through. And something inside me that I was saying was missing before had been whole. I knew I'd still found my purpose. When I left that first recruitment job, the owner said, James, recruiting's not for you. You're not going to make it. I'm like, you wait. So I still knew, because I fell in love with the industry, because I was open to it, I knew I found my meaning. I knew I found my purpose. So I took everything I possibly could and learned the industry inside and out. Worked with a few other boutique firms because that was my foot in the door, even though I didn't make any money in the first 7 months. That was my foot in the door to work for a few other companies. So after getting 4 years of experience in the industry, I decided, let's go out on my own. I always had the entrepreneurial bug, and I'm going to help make people's careers more meaningful. So now today, fast forward, I run my own recruitment agency, and I also teach other people through my academy how to be able to run their own recruitment agency. So what that means, there'll be no one else. There'll be a huge wave and movement across the globe. There'll be no one else who ever felt like I did before. You will not ever have to guess where your next step is in your career. So that is where I found my meaning and told happiness to piss off, till success to come in. And that is the exciting part of my journey, because I stand here today with literally 0 credit card debt, and that is because I was able to find that meaning and find that purpose in my life. Thank you so much.